Life as We Know It with Tom Walton.
Few things in the food and beverage industry are as subjective as the often touchy subject of tipping for good service. Or put another way, not tipping when service leaves something to be desired. Most reasonable people are happy to reward a good server for working hard and enhancing a positive dining experience. But what about when the service is not so good? What if your entree or your coffee refill is slow to arrive, but it's no fault of your server? What if your waiter or waitress has been tasked with taking care of too many tables? How do you feel when the party next to you orders before you do, even though you were seated first? We've all had good and bad experiences when dining out. Here in Toledo, dining out is practically a religion, and I'm happy to say that most servers, here as elsewhere, do a good job. When I was a whole lot younger, I always made sure to tip 15% regardless of the quality of service. I didn't have a lot of money, but I also didn't want to stiff someone who was working hard. Over the years, we began tipping 20% as sort of our new normal. Occasionally, we did 25% for exceptional service, but no matter what we added to our bill as a tip, it was always our decision. Customers at a bar and grill in Panama City Beach, Florida, no longer have a choice. Management implemented a new policy there a few weeks ago that automatically adds a 20% tip to every bill, the better to ensure that the waiters and waitresses will be adequately compensated for their work. The manager of the place said the new fee will help avoid higher prices necessitated by rising labor costs. He makes a good point. Florida voters not long ago approved a plan to increase the state's minimum wage by $1 every year until 2026, and that cost has to be absorbed somewhere. It's also true that for every customer who tips 20%, there's another customer who leaves 10% or less, and a few Scrooges who leave no tip at all. So I understand the rationale, but I have a concern. Let's say the bar and grill has 10 wait persons. For sake of argument, let's say that 7 of them do a great job and 3 are mediocre. Going forward, what incentive is there for the 3 mediocre servers to improve? They know they are going to get a 20% tip, even if they drop a customer's cheeseburger on the floor. For that matter, what incentive is there for the 7 efficient and hard-working servers to stand apart from their less industrious colleagues? The good ones could become complacent because their compensation will no longer depend on going the extra mile for their customers. Let's at least credit the bar and grill in Panama City Beach for being upfront about the new 20% service fee. They could have kept it a secret. Instead, customers know about it when they arrive. Many other high-profile restaurant operators with far less fanfare are factoring a service charge right into their menu prices. I'm not sure if we should be sympathetic or upset by all this, but I know that here in Toledo, we're still going to go out to eat.
Life as We Know It is written and hosted by Tom Walton and is a production of WGTE Public Media. Life as We Know It with Tom Walton can be heard on WGTE FM 91 every Monday afternoon during All Things Considered at 5:44 p.m. Or hear past episodes at wgte.org/life.